Hello everybody, it's been a little while again. Life keeps happening, doesn't it? Today's video is really just an update for you of what I've got going on and what's coming on and new designs and things. I thought I'll give you a little rundown. So hang on, I've got a little list here. I'm better with a little list because I do have a few brain cell problems at the moment. I seem to be forgetting all sorts of things. I think it's probably a bit of stress here going on. Hubby's still not well and he's going to be a few months yet, but there we are, he's getting there. Right, so Wisher quilts, block 5 is due. Okay, I'm going to do a Wisher on that hopefully next week, so your next block will be coming along. So we're making 2 of each one, so that will bring us up to 10 blocks in total. Obviously, if there's some that you don't particularly like or you don't want to do, I think block 3 has proved a little tricky for some of you. Easiest way around block 3 is to make your cutting and actually lay it out in front of you as you're cutting, so you get your fabrics where you want them to get your, it's an entwined star, so to get them where they need to be to show. All right, so just take your time, cut things, cut things individually and lay them out in front of you, and then when it comes to joining them, work logically in little squares. All right, and then put the squares together, form a strip, square, 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 strip. All right, so just take your time on that one. It's actually probably not as bad as you might think, but you do have to work logically, steadily, in an order of progress. All right, to be fair, if you're doing any blocks or anything like that, if you work in that manner, you'll find life will be so much easier. Yeah, right, so that's Wisher quilt. So block 5 will be coming up very shortly. So you're on, I've done block 4. I've not seen anybody having done that one yet, actually. That'd be interesting. But, you know, as I was saying, if there's any blocks within there you don't particularly love, well, repeat some of the others. Or lots. I see Anne has done loads of entwined stars. She really got her head around that one. And she's, I think, going to do a whole quilt just of that one block. And it's looking fabulous. And I do love it when you use all your scraps up. As much as I want to sell you fabric like half of the world, we've got so many scraps. It's lovely to see them being used. All right, so a lot of my designs are what I call scrap and stash designs. So hopefully you've got enough fabrics within your scraps and your bigger stash to make your quilt. If for any reason you haven't, you'll only have a little bit that you'll hopefully have to buy in to finish what you're doing, all right, to make things look lovely. So there we go. So with that in mind, that we've got far too much fabric, most of us, you've no idea, it's all over there and everywhere. I've got masses of it. So most of my designs recently and ongoing, I'm going to aim at being scrap and stash designs so that you can use up some of what you got. All right, but having said that, look at this. This is what I'm calling framed ladies. Okay, so this was the latest fabric range from Tilda. Oh, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous fabric. Very tasteful as far, you know me, I'm like bright and bold and in your face. How lovely and subtle is this? But it's a bit quirky because I've got things offline, all a little bit twisted, sort of, yeah, a bit twisted, that's me, isn't it? So you've got all sorts going on. I'm showing you this because actually I've got it done up as a kit for this particular quilt. So you get all your fabrics, including your binding fabric. You'd have to add your backing and your wadding, okay, and you get a free pattern within the kit. All right, or you can buy the kits, the patterns separately. If you think you've got a lovely fabric that can be framed, fussy cut and framed, this design would work for that. All right, so it's really picking out your gorgeous favorite bits and framing them. All right, so there we are. So I'm telling you about that one. So that's framed ladies. Up here behind, I think you can tell that's a sleigh. I've called that one Sleigh Ride. You've got a reindeer's bottom. Seemed easier than having to do a whole big reindeer. And certainly no faces, because then you haven't got to worry about trying to get the eyes in the right place and not have cross-eyed or drunken or whatever else. So we've got a Sleigh Ride, which is I should say, Christmas design this year. Usually I try and do 1 or 2. It's normally got Christmas trees in. You possibly can't see this one, but up at each side and right the way over the top, there's fancy stitching, and that is your trees. Your trees are in there. And the bottom of the sleigh itself is done with fancy stitching off your sewing machines. You could use a piece of fabric under there. You don't have to do fancy stitching, or you could hand stitch or embroider or something. So there's lots of things you can play with in that design. It's a real fun one. And actually, when I measured it, it's a pillowcase size. So I don't know if any of you have your presents on Christmas morning in pillowcases. We did as kids. I don't know about anybody else. How good would that be? Don't know, but it's there. So there's a pattern for that one if anybody wants it, and I'm running workshops at the minute locally here in Cornwall for that. The next one here I've not really shown you because it's en route. Yeah, the bulk of it has been done. I'm actually really excited about this one. I started it when I was doing a retreat in Ireland, so most of that work was done out there. I've now finally got the quilt top together, okay. Because of the nature of the design, I'm actually going to make a couple of cushions to go with it, because the design can be small, large, bigger, smaller, lots of them, not lots of them, whatever you want to do with it. It's a real mix and match, and talk about a scrap buster if you want. So I'm trying, or I'm showing you it and teasing you. I don't want to show you it quite all yet, so that will be out very shortly. All right, so that's a good one to look forward to. I may put some bit of a fabric kit to that, and you add your own. So the backing blocks as a kit, and then the applique that's going to go on top, you could add your own fabrics to, out of your stash. All right, so they're the three main things going on. I'm teaching geese and turkeys stuffed and things like that, as we do at Christmas, because that's what we do, and fabric, wreaths and all sorts of things like that. Good stuff for Christmas. Right, I'm now going to go to my little pad on my list and see what have I not talked to you about. So I've done that one, haven't I? And I've got to do that one, and I've done that one, and I've done that one, I've done that one. Right, okay, so what else have we got going on my website this week until Sunday? There's 20% off everything. Everybody else does Black Fridays. Do you know, I don't know quite what that's all about. I just know that it's a lovely time coming up for Christmas. If you've got a last few minutes things that you need to be making, or you're looking for prezzies for friends and the like, this could be handy. So I've done 20% off everything that's not already on a special. All right, so to get that on my website, just put all your stuff in your basket, get to your checkout, and then in the code you put Black Cat 20, all one in capitals. All right, Black Cat 20. So you'll get 20% off of everything then, as I say, other than anything that might already be on an offer. So like the bags of stuff that I do, because I've still got some of them, 26, 25 quid, all sorts of gear in there that's actually worth well over 50, so you're getting it at half price. So yeah, so that's that. What else have I got to, oh, PayPal. So when you're on my website shop, when you get to checkout, in the next few days this will be set up, that if you're buying a large amount, you can pay for it in 3 goes instead of all in one go. So if you desperately need it for something, we can spread the cost of that. All right, so I think that's a real good thing for everybody. I'm hopeful that people can take advantage of that, and that'll make life easier for you, because I know that us and our quilting, it's actually a real therapy. And I think with things getting dark, I'm just looking out here, it's all dark already, and what are we? We're only just not even 5 o'clock. And it's very windy and cold down here in Cornwall, I don't know about anywhere else, but it's quilting weather, and actually this is our therapy, and it keeps us going. And sometimes having something a bit new to do, or getting a bit to finish off a project or whatever, can be a really good thing. So you can spread the cost of that. Right, what else have we got? Oh, Ireland. Next year, this is for all you ladies out there in Ireland, and anybody travelling, I have to say. Belfast show is September. I will be there. I will be teaching every day there, half-day workshops every day. I'll have all my gear with me, because you have to, don't you? So what I'm saying to anybody out there in Ireland is, if you want any teaching, if you want me to come and visit your groups with gear or talking or teaching, whatever you want, please do get in touch with me, because what I'd like to do is set up a run of events or venues for me to be at. Okay, so then that spreads the cost for everybody. because obviously from Cornwall to Ireland isn't an easy thing to do generally, and it's actually quite expensive one way and another. So let's make the most of it. All right, so get in touch with me if you want any teaching or anything doing over there. That'd be lovely. Having said that, also, because my bookings for next year are sort of coming on, we're looking at probably April onwards now. Do shout me if I'm in your area, or you want me to come and teach, or you want me to do a talk. Please do get in touch. I'd love to come and see you all. All right, so there we go. That's my little update video. Yeah, and I'm hopeful that you're all okay out there, and things will carry on. For those of you that live in Cornwall, between Christmas and New Year, I think it's on Tuesday the 27th of December, I'm holding my usual day, which I call the Christmas Relief Day. Okay, here in my cupboard being my studio. All right, and we have a day of stitching and quilting and fun, and probably mince pies and stuff like that. But do you know what? If you've had enough of Christmas, or you don't do Christmas, or you're on your own, or you just want an excuse to come and play and sit and do a bit of stitching, well, I'll be running sessions all day. So as normal that I would on a Tuesday, you are welcome to come and join us. But you do need to give me a shout first. If you want to nip in for a cup of tea or something, you're welcome. Have a look at fabric, stroke a bit, you know, that's all good. We like that. Gift vouchers, I've got gift vouchers. So if you get given any gift vouchers, you could come and spend them if you want. All right, so lots going on. Up and over. All right, so yeah, let's look forward now to a lot of jolly. I should have said, thinking about it, Black Cat 20. My website is abbyann.com. all right, or Abbyann Patchwork. If you put anything like that in your Google bar, you will find me. All right, and in my web shop, as I say, Black Cat 20, and that's running up until Sunday, so please take advantage of that. I have to say, nothing will get posted probably till Monday or Tuesday because of the post strikes. But if you've bought it, it's there and it will come out to you. All right. So what I'm going to say is have a fabulous rest of the week and weekend. I'm off to Devon teaching tomorrow at Broadhenbury at Jam on Top. That's good. I go up there once a month. So again, if you want to come in and join us there, that's lovely. Seems to be very, very busy. It's fabulous. Love you all. I really do. Thank you for your support. Right, as ever, I'm only going to say one thing to you all. Be lovely.